How's it going, guys? It's your boy Stas here. Cheers, by the way. I appreciate you all for tuning in as we're about to break down Sofi, which let me tell you, man, this stock has been on a heater, and I've gotten so many questions. Stas, are you selling Sofi? Is a pullback coming? What's next? What's going to happen? Let's break down all of that in this video. I want to go over my thoughts, the whole 9 yards, so hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, join my Patreon for my weekly portfolio updates. That is linked down below if you guys want to keep up with what I'm doing in my real money portfolio. Again, that's linked down below. And with that being said, cheers, guys. Let's dive into it. So Sofi, man, man, it went crazy on Friday, guys. Up over 4%, actually up almost 5%, 4.98% to be exact. And we hit $29.63 in the morning, which, well, that was an all-time high, which you guys all probably know that for the most part, especially if you've been watching these videos, right? And it looks like by the looks of the intraday chart, it looks like this stock wants more. It looks like it wants more upside because of the ascending triangle I'm noticing, right? Which is not obviously guaranteed to play out, but it looks like we might go up more on the intraday chart, especially if we take out 29.60, 75. I think we're going 30 plus in the very, very short term. I'm talking like tomorrow, potentially this happens. But in the grand scheme of things, we might honestly be due for a little pullback. We'll talk about that here in a second. But in the short term, the bulls are not letting up. You know, they're not letting up. We have a golden cross on the 5-day, 5-minute. We have that clear breakout, the ascending triangle that we just mentioned. You can see it here as well on the 5-day, 5-minute. This looks like the bulls, like I said, are not letting up. And look at the 30-minute. Look at the 1-hour chart. And the more you pull back, the more you're going to realize, all right, this needs to cool off, especially if you look at the 4-hour chart. But it's all about timing. It's all about timing. And like I said, I think we might see tomorrow on Monday, or maybe it's Tuesday, you know, it might not be tomorrow, but early this week, I think we might get another pop to $30 plus, you know, maybe a blow off top rally, if you will, whatever you want to call it. And then ultimately, I think we're going to get a drawdown maybe later in the week. I think we're due for a little pullback, not a crash, not a collapse, not a 30% drop, but maybe, you know, if it goes to 30-31, we get that blow off top rally, maybe a pullback to 26, 27, maybe a 5 to 7% drawdown. That could be in the cards here on Sofi stock. Just putting it out there, guys. Just putting it out there as somebody, coming from somebody that A, owns the stock, and B, has been tracking it every day pretty much for the last 2 years. There's a freaking mosquito in here. How did this guy get in here? Oh my God, get the heck out of here. But yeah, all I'm saying is that. And again, we could get that blow off top rally to 32 even. But at that point, I think a pullback is coming. And for me to lock in profits, guys, or at least take some shares off the table, I need to see it preferably at $35. I know I said 32 to 35 before. I want to see it more towards 35. We'll see if that happens. You know, for now, I'm holding on to all the shares I have. And of course, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, who knows? If this gets to 35 somehow before a pullback, yeah, I'm probably going to lock in some profits there. But I don't see that happening. Honestly, I think we're going to go to 30, 31, get a little pullback, and then we'll make our push even further, maybe towards 35 to kind of wrap the year up. I think that is what could happen here. But of course, guys, these are all predictions. We don't know for sure what's going to happen. And yeah, I'm just holding on. What are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments. I'm super curious what you guys think. Let me know down below. And overall, man, yeah, all-time highs were hit. We finally took out that high from back in 2021. And who knows how much higher we go now, because the reality is this company, this stock is much stronger today at $29, $30 a share than it was 4 or 5 years ago. at the same price. You know, the fundamentals have gotten a lot better, so you can make an argument that this explodes right through $30. But I think we're due for a little pullback before we get that real push over 30, which I think will come at some point. So what do you guys think? That's a quick little rundown here on SoFi heading into this brand new week. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let's quickly go over some other stocks I'm eyeing up for this week. Of course, we have OKLO. It's at the top of my watch list. It had a 30% green day on Friday, so I'm actually eyeing this up for a quick little short-term put option play, or maybe a short position. I'm eyeing OKLO up. You know, this thing, yeah, it's the future. It's going up a lot. Oh my God, it's amazing. But the reality is, guys, it is overbought. What comes up must come down. And this stock has seen, honestly, I don't think it's seen this big of a run, but it's seen massive runs over the last couple of months. All of them met with substantial pullbacks. I mean, look, we saw a huge run, let's say, for example, in May, from $35 to about $57. Then we drew down to $44. We then saw a run to $75 to then draw down to $50. You guys get the point, right? So I think, and by the way, timing is critical, but I think we're going to draw down. I think we're going to get a pullback, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, and I think we're going to get some good money to be made on that drawdown. But be careful. Realize that there's a lot of momentum in this stock, and a lot of people behind it. So you got to get the timing right. But oh boy, if you get that timing right, which I'm trying to get it right, you're going to make some good money. So OKLO looking interesting. And we covered the puts, I think, in my video yesterday. Man, if you're looking to buy, I think the $130 puts that expire in like a month or two, you need like $3,000 just for one contract. So yeah, you're gonna need some couple grand, guys, if you want to do that. But trade at your own risk, of course. Let's see what else is looking interesting heading into this week. Netflix is looking interesting in my opinion. I have my alert at 1250. We're at 1225 right now on the stock. Let me actually set another alert. I think it's at 1255. Let's do one at 1250. So this looks pretty interesting. You know, we're consolidating a bit after a big drawdown post earnings a couple months ago. So I feel like Netflix, if it's able to get back over 1250, which I think it will, I think we could make a break for 1350 again at that point, maybe even higher. I think it's only a matter of time. You know, Netflix, great company. I love it. The chart looks great. On the 3-year chart, it looks good. The 1-year chart looks solid. This is just consolidation before the big move, the next big move, shall I say. And I have my alert set at 1250 for that nice move. I think from there, which would go, I think it would go to 1350. So what do you guys think? I don't want to drag this on too much. Let me know what you think in the comments. Run the likes up. Don't forget to subscribe. And again, check out my Patreon if you guys want to keep up with what I'm doing every single week in my portfolio. We're depositing $500 every Monday. So that's $2,000 a month right there. And we're actually putting in bonus deposits. I think 1 month we put in $5,500 into the portfolio. So guys, this is a legit portfolio. We're buying stocks. We're building it. Full transparency, all the buys, the sells, the wins, the losses, everything. Options, long-term investments, everything you guys get to see on Patreon. Again, link down below, or go to Stas, that's STAS, Surfes, SERFES.com/Patreon. Make sure you guys join. I'll see you in there. And with that being said, cheers. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next video.